spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes about to kick it away and get this season started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones. Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Still looking, on the move. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. With jet sweep pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high rank.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
A long way to go for this offense. They think there's room to run to the right here. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He rumbles up to the 19-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Looking for a gap. It's Peoples. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in. It's ball. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Didn't exactly flip the field, but they'll down it just outside the 40. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Oh, they're after him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCLA.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Lots of running. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 7 over Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Sayin. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
To the air on second down. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Lost the defense, he's wide open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
And you just cannot draw up the start of a season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year and quick fire. You're down the field scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Get a pass rush like that and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8 clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense. You got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football. You want to be in the mix. Find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab down the left side. Finds some room. It's a seam wide open. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Finds his man, it's Matthews. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Bunch formation for these receivers. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bruins line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Now adjusting. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
They'll run it from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They try to get it outside on the left. Oh, a lot of space. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he puts through the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The drive comes from the 22. On the run, it's Peoples. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback may change this route. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. That's caught. It's Tate. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the gun on third down. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback who shoot pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Northwestern showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's Ucla. Got it set up on the outside. He's in open space downfield.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. Pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Bringing the heat. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a disaster for the offense down close to the goal line. The first snap, they get sacked. The 2nd snap, they're lucky it wasn't picked throwing that one into coverage. Here you go on 3rd down. They're going to have to throw for it. You better be careful. QB's got to make a good decision.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. dropping back. It's Iamaleava. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to the big tight end. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Grab near the marker, it's Tate. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete on the comeback. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This lead in the half half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Power football with the run. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Now improvising. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Smith. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. It's a bad scheme to try to cover this guy one-on-one, much like Michigan State tried to do against Joey Galloway in '93, but the difference there is the reason Joey Galloway couldn't be covered is that no one really wants to be around him.
Ain't that the truth? We work with him weekly. We can say that and be very firm about it. But here's the thing. Joey Galloway. Think about the other names to wear the scarlet and gray. So many guys year after year. You know Ohio State fans, Reese. They're going to claim, wide receiver U. They try to claim that because so many greats have been through that university.
Catch in the middle. It's Tate. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Okay, so now it's second and long.
Green 25.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. They love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
Here we go.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 28 to Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. He's going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Off and running. Touchdown, UCLA. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Number 18.
Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Here's some pressure. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
To kick this one away.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going right to work up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
It leads to second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8 class.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Throws for the tight end. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. Bulldozes his way through. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Get the ball back and put your offense in business. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a first and goal? Gonna run it. It's Thomas. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. The corners are walked up tight. On second and goal, he carries again. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, in It's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Scanning the field, it's Ucla. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bruin!
That's amazing the coach had the guts to call that play. In that situation on 4th down, from that formation and hand it off, he has an unbelievable amount of confidence in his guys up front to get a push. And for that guy to find his way into the end zone some way, somehow, he just made his head coach look really smart.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Finds his man. It's Smith. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time, and even better this time around. It's complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Ucla. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck. And the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the